Hello, Shalom Aleichem. We have more in Yonim that the Chofetz Chaim identifies for us about how when we say Lashon Hara, God forbid, that it goes into different other in Yonim, other Averos that we should try to be careful not to do. So let's take a look. This is the 1 minute. This is the Chofetz Chaim Seder Limud Hayomi. Let's take a look right now. Let's take a look right now here. This says, this is Pesicha, this is the beginning, the introduction, Lavin, that's the Lavin, the negative commandments. V'lefa'amim over od al isur chanufa. And so, sometimes, occasionally, one is transgressing on the isur, the negative commandment of chanufa, of flattery. Shahu laharbe, gaonim. It's according to many gedolim, many great Talmudic scholars, Lav Gomor, which is a complete Lav Gomor. It's a complete Avera by itself. Behu Lav de Lo Sachanifu Es Haaretz. De Lo Sachanifu Es Haaretz. One should not flatter Es Haaretz, the land. That's Eretz Yisrael. Lo Sachanifu Es Haaretz. One should not flatter the land, meaning one should not do Averos there. We have to be very, do the right thing, B'tzedek, B'tzidkus, Kigon. Anyway, but anyway, besides Eretz Yisrael, it's also, one should not flatter somebody also. It's like many aspects of this love. Kigon, for instance, im miskavein b'sipuro haloshon hara v'harechilus kedei lahachanif lahashomeya. If one wants to flatter the person he's talking to with this rechilus, with this tail-bearing or the lashon hara, he wants to flatter the one he's talking to. Shehu yodea sheyesh lo al oso ploni sino michbar. Oh, he knows that this person he's talking to has something against the person he's talking about. He has something against him. So he is telling him something. In other words, he's telling him something that he feels he wants to hear. And through this, and he feels that if he tells this lashon hara to this person, he will somehow gain, he will find favor in his eyes. In other words, he's saying something against somebody that this person does not like, so that this person will like him. That's flattery in a way. V'hu avon pelili. This is pelili. This is a complete sin. Ki hama'at mimenu asher eino mekayim mitzvos hocheach. It's not only is he not mekayim the mitzvah, is he not fulfill the mitzvah of hocheach, tochiach es amitecha. You should surely rebuke your friend. In other words, you should tell him you have something against this person. You should try to work it out. Maybe he's not so bad. So he's not doing that. But not only that, he's adding fuel to the fire. Mekayim mitzvahs hochacha. Shahu mitzvahs asay the eraisa. Oh, this is a positive commandment from the Torah of Hocheach Tochiach Es Amitecha. Lahochicho al Hasina Asher Beino Uvein Chavero. In other words, he has a mitzvah here. He knows that Reuven does not like Shimon, so he has a mitzvah from the Torah to warn and to rebuke Reuven that he should not have this sinner, this hatred toward his fellow. But not only is he not doing that, so he's not being Mekayim one mitzvah, he's also doing another. He's doing an Aveira. Asher Beno Uven Chaveros. Lahochicho al Hasina Asher Beno Uven Chavero. He should really be rebuking him on the sinner that he has against his friend, but he's not doing that. He's doing even further. He's even furthering the conflict between the two, which is an Aveira too. Avol Gam Yachazik B'Sipurov Avol Gam Yachazik B'Sipurov Es HaSinah Asher B'neihem Mikvar. So not only is he not doing the rebuking, but he's also strengthening the sinner, the hatred between the two people. So that's a terrible thing, which can cause bloodshed, God forbid, when people don't understand each other. So he's also furthering the hatred between the two parties. And because of this, through this person's, what he's doing, he will cause hatred even further and further to this person. V'yivaled mizeh machlokes chadasha v'od kama kilkulim. And from this will spring forth machlokes chadasha, a new conflict, a new machlokes, a new fight. Yod Kama Kilkulim, and many other bad things that people are nechshol on, that they stumble upon, many other stumblings. Yod Kama Kilkulim, many other stumbling blocks. Hashem Yishmerenu, Hashem should guard us, should watch us from these things, that they shouldn't happen. Veda Ra'ayon Zeh. And you should know, Ra'ayon Zeh, Ba'avonosena Harabim, in our times, when our weak times, Motzoi Harbek Ma'od, it happens a lot. V'hu Kishe'echad Mesaper V'genus Chavero V'hashomea. So when somebody is saying something bad about the other person, V'hashomea, and the one that's listening to him, Af shemikvar shedavar zeh, af shemaker shedavar zeh. Even if he understands, he recognizes shedavar zeh, shediver, that this thing that this person said al chavero, on his friend, shalom min hadinhu. He knows that even if the man knows that this is not true, the lashon hara that he just heard is not true. Afal pikein, even though he knows it's not true. Hu gam kain min neya rosho. He still shakes his head. In other words, he's agreeing with it. He's being maskim with it. He's agreeing with the davar zeh. He's agreeing with this thing. Mechalik gam hu es hadavar belashono, and he also is sort of agreeing with this Belashono with his tongue. In other words, he's saying a few things like sort of agreeing with it. In other words, you're not supposed to agree. That's even worse. Shemosif Eze Tevos Lifgam, that he's saying also like a couple of words here and there, like he's semi-agreeing with it. He's not. He should be setting him straight that this person is really a right person, a righteous person. But he's not doing that. He might be nodding his head, or he might be saying a few words that he's agreeing with it. Mifnei Shamasaper, because the one that's saying the Lashon Hara, Lefa'amim Hu Ba'al Habayis Li'eno Ba'al Habayis V'chashuv V'chadoma. He might be, this person that's saying the Lashon Hara might be a Ba'al Habayis. He's like an important person. Chashuv, he's an important person in the community. Sheyesh lo mimeno tovos o sheyorei. He might have many benefits from this person that is saying the Lashon Hara. O sheyorei, or he's afraid of him. So in other words, he is saying the slander, the Lashon Hara, and he's agreeing with it. God forbid. Or he's saying a few words here and there, encouraging this talk. Shiachaziku oso le'eno chacham mikadome. Oh, he might be afraid that this Balabayas that's saying the Lashon Hara, Shiore, he's afraid Shiachaziku oso le'eno chacham. He might think he's if he doesn't agree with his assessment of this other person, that whatever bad he's saying about him, he might say that oh, this person is not a smart person. He's afraid. He doesn't want to be classified as not a smart person. V'alkein, therefore, yesisenu hayetzer mifnei hadchak. So the Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination, will sort of push him because of like force him, sheyaskim gamhu lozeh, that he will agree also to the bad things that were said. Aval teida achiv, you should know, my brother, the Chachamim Chaim is saying, you should know, shezeh hu b'etzem lav de chanufa, that this is b'etzem, a very intrinsic part of the love, of the transgression of the negative commandment of chanufa, of flattery. In other words, we shouldn't be flattering the other person for whatever reason. You should say the emes, the truth, or try. Afilu im rak Yosef eze tevos. Even if you add a few words, kasher misboyer, like it will be explained. The Be'er Mayim Chaim, in the Be'er Mayim Chaim. The Be'er Mayim Chaim is the perush that the Chofetz Chaim made on this. Here, this is the Be'er Mayim Chaim. Anyway. Okay, so this is here, the Chofetz Chaim Shmiras HaLashon. Chofetz Chaim Shmiras HaLashon. Here's the Chofetz Chaim. Okay. Thank you very much. All right. Talk to you soon. It's all good. Alles all good. All right. Take care.